Hello everybody, welcome to the video where I'm going to talk about my network hosting and my email hosting. Mainly my email hosting and why I still host my emails in 2025. So, in 2025, people think it's crazy, right? Like, you got Gmail, Outlook, I don't know, Proton Mail if you want to be secure, Apple are doing iCloud Mail, like, they're all kind of secure options and it's pretty simple. You log in, takes 30 seconds, you sign up, you sign it in on your device, you got it on your phone, whatever. Why am I self-hosting? So as you can see, here's my server config. I don't really know what I've shown you in terms of photos. I'll add the photos later. I'm just talking to you. So my setup, it's pretty simple but complex. So I got a Mac. Back when macOS Server was a thing, that's how I started. I started with macOS Server. It's now defunct. It's defunct. We're using Dovecot for... Dovecot? I think it's Dovecot? Whatever it is. For IMAP for IMAP and stuff like that. Postfix for sending and some extra tools for spam filter and stuff like that. The domains actually exist on AWS, on Route 53, where I've got SPF records set up, DKIM records, and I'm gonna look up what some of these mean. So SPF stands for something like sender specifies. I can't remember what it stands for. I can't remember what it stands. Mail. I'm looking this shit up. Sender policy framework, which specifies who has the right to send your emails. So for mine, it will say something like mail.thomasdoyle.net can send emails on behalf of this server, etc. DKIM, domain key identification. This is to do with mail authentication to validate the server and stuff. Especially make sure your emails don't end up in spam. And then DMARC, domain-based message authentication and reporting and confirmation. Yeah, no idea. I've clearly set it up, but I don't know. It's not a typical setup. Like, nobody's hosting their emails these days. Why do I do it? Why am I hosting? So, three main areas. Privacy. You control it. You control it. The emails sit on a server next door. That's it. Any email that comes into me sits on a server next door. I can access it on my phone. I can see who's trying to log in, etc. I can lock it down. I know exactly where it's going. Nobody has access to my emails. Full stop. It's on an encrypted hard drive where the server's off. You've got to type in a password. Yeah, exactly. Avoid vendor lock-in. Like, I'm not locked into iCloud or Google or Outlook or Outlook's Microsoft. But you know what I mean. Like, I can use whoever. I use my own. I can make it do whatever I want it to do. I've put down cost savings. And there are some cost savings. So, like, I'm easily generating. I'm going to have a look. This says I have 79 email addresses. There you go. I've got 79 email addresses. These are for different people within the household, different things in the house, different things outside of the house. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could do what I like with it. And it don't cost me nothing. Nothing more. Just the cost of that server. And the main key reason, right? I wanted to learn how to do it. Can you say you know how to host your own emails? Like, no. Of course not. It's complicated. But it's simple. Once you know how to do it, it's a skill. I can do it and I can set it up. Let's talk about downsides. Challenges, issues. They exist. The key one is email deliverability. Like, I feel my email, every now and again, there's one that ends up in spam. I do quite a good job to make sure they don't end up in spam. So, we have a static IP address that we've been assigned from Virgin Media. We've got more than one, but we always use one for outgoing emails, and it's always the same one. I have to make sure all those records are properly configured, I check them, and I test this shit. Like I have accounts with some of this shit, and I test every now and again. And yeah, some providers still just don't trust. But as you send more and more emails, your email address ends up on the white list and stuff like that. And like, it's fine. It gets there. Running a spam filter here is hard. Like, I run a spam filter. I don't get much spam. Like, I don't get much spam. My email address is quite complicated. So I don't get much spam. But the spam I do get, trying to mitigate what's spam, what's not. Like, I have to tweak it. It's never perfect. Like, it's never perfect. But I'm not expecting it to be perfect. If I get the odd piece of spam through, I just delete it. It's not that bad. There are some inherent security risks, like you got to keep this stuff up to date, have strong firewall, know about stuff like that. And like, I'm doing all that sort of stuff. I'm building massive data center scale applications. Like, those are just some of the things you got to think about. You got to think about brute force, password attacks with SMTP and stuff like that. I really don't like the way username and password is handled via mail. There's no ability to track users through it that I've been able to work out. So it's kind of a bit of grey area. So I've come up with a cheeky solution, which I'm not going to tell you, to make sure that people can't log into my email accounts even if they knew the password. I have to do all the updates, but I enjoy doing all the updates. Like, you got to update the server, you got to maintain the server. When the server's down, though, the server's down and nobody can send you email. That's not too bad, because most email servers will retry, and if not, they'll send a bounce back to that person, and then they'll send it again. I'm not too concerned about that, and I have about a 99% uptime. So, like, it's up. The server's up most of the time. And realistically, I ain't getting that many emails. I get a few. Most of the time I get an email from Amazon telling me my Amazon parcel's coming. It's like, if I miss it, I miss it. Is it worth it? Like, is it worth it? Is hosting your own emails worth it? The short answer for everybody is probably no. No. Why would you? But for me, personally, I enjoy it. I love it. I've learnt new things. I've tweaked around with Apple's config. Like, I started with the bare bones server config. Did it all in the GUI, press the buttons. Now I'm doing all these massively complicated things with sending it over to my own custom auth, which is handling rate limiting. It's doing email address filtering, stuff like that. Dynamically generating email addresses based on other apps. So I have this document sharing app where you can send documents via email. It's generating email addresses dynamically that you can send to and receive from, all that sort of stuff. I'm doing all this sort of crazy, clever stuff. And you know what? I love it. I love the hassle. I love the fun. But it just works for me. It just works. And it's my thing. Tech's my thing. Like, so you'd probably think I'm crazy by this point, but have you watched another one of my videos? I got cables running all over the house, and all of you lot are like, get those cables out of your house, get them in trunking, get them hidden. I like it. I'm nuts. I'm tech guy. I'm nuts for tech. So let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. What would you do? What do you want to do? What would you like to see me do in terms of server changes? So this is me telling you about my current config. It's been around for a few years. You'll have seen some photos, hopefully. Hopefully I'll have sprinkled in some photos so you can read all that sort of stuff. But thank you. I hope you've enjoyed. Yeah, I'm trying to post out some more videos, but I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe or whatever. Like, realistically, I don't care. Subscribe. I'm trying to do quite a good YouTube video. I'm trying to bring interesting content to you. I'm doing fun stuff. Let's both have some fun and let's get on with it. Thank you.